Trying to enjoy my time alone. I guess this kind of defeats the purpose of me being alone if I have a camera and it makes me feel less alone, but baby steps, you know. One day I'll be able to. Here's the thing, it's not that I can't have like a camera there, so the camera makes it easier to not feel like a psychopath for talking out loud, because if someone walks by me, one, I'm going quiet, but if I don't notice them and they see me and I'm talking to a camera, they'll at least just think, oh, it's a freak with the camera, and not like, oh my gosh, why is she talking to herself? Like, put her in a psych ward. In public, at least, I don't feel like that. But I'm trying to be better at planning things to do for myself. I should do a bonfire. I just think it's wild what year it is. Like, I genuinely, in my brain, still feel like it's 2011. Like, it doesn't feel real for it to be 2024. Like, since 2011, it's been like 13 years. 11, 12, nope, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Well, yeah, 13 years. That is crazy. Like, what? Like, I find it so odd. Like, one of these days it's gonna be 2060. Well, anyways, the point of me making this video is because I wanted to mark down all of the things that I want to do this year, the rest of the year. And one of the big things is I want to be a kid again. And I know that sounds crazy, but I feel like growing up, I just want to experience things that either I extremely miss about being a child that I still can do, or things that I didn't get to do as a child. Some things that I really miss about being a child, obviously, is just playing at a park. And obviously I have no one to play with, but like swinging I love, and I've been doing that. Love it. People stare at me, but I love it. I miss camping. I miss indoor soccer. I want to play hockey. Like, there's just so many things that I feel like have stayed on my mind since being an adult that I'm just like, damn. I've come to miss it more and like want the things I missed out on more now than the past like 4 years. I think just because, I don't know, I feel like you put this expectation on yourself like when you're an adult that like, oh, like you gotta get serious, you gotta like figure out what your career is, you gotta figure out, you just gotta, I don't know, I just put so much pressure on myself that I think I forgot that like, no, like you genuinely can choose whatever whatever you want to do. Like, obviously, yes, you still have to work, you still have to make money, you still have to pay your bills, but other than that, like if you want to go get ice cream, go get ice cream. If you want to go to the park, go to the park. If you want to go camping, go camping. Like, there's nothing stopping you. And I think for me, I just fear being alone so much that I never did that, because I was like, no, it's not going to be fun alone. Like, I remember hearing people who'd go to like amusement parks alone, or like going to eat alone, or going to the movies alone. I thought they were psychotic. Like, I literally thought, like, I don't know, to me that was insanity to me. But now I'm hitting a point in my life where like I feel like that's the only option, and now I like really understand those people. If no one around you wants to do those things, you can't just keep waiting for someone to come along, especially if you're not meeting new people or putting yourself out there. You can't wait for someone to come along who's going to want to do those things with you. You kind of have to just get up and do them. And so I think I just really want to be more, what's the word, like deliberate, I guess. I don't know if that's the word, but deliberate on how I'm spending my time, and like making sure that like if I'm like, oh, I really want to do that, like making sure that I'm actually doing it. Because if I'm able to have fun alone doing those things, it's going to be worlds better with someone that wants to do those things with me. I want to start doing it. Like, I want to stop, like, I daydream a lot. Honestly, it's borderline just disassociating. But I will just like zone out, and in my head, I'm just doing the things that I want to do. And I want that to be like my real life. Like, I don't want to be sitting there and be like, oh, like me imagining camping or playing indoor soccer again, or hockey, or I don't know, anything that I have done that I miss or want to do. I want to put it in gear and get it going. That the people around you should be a cherry on top of your life, and not the make or break of your life. Like, I want to enjoy my life, and then when people are around, it be like a million times better. Not the other way around, where when people are around, I enjoy my life, and then when no one's around, I'm miserable and just can't function. And I'm just really excited that I now have like something to hope for, I guess. I know it sounds stupid, like wanting to hope for playing with toys and doing crafts and going to the park, but those are things that I used to love so much, and I never understood how someone could love something so much as a child and then no longer love doing that. Like, that never like stuck in my brain. Like, that's just never made sense to me. And I understand it if like you're getting older and like your body can't handle it anymore, or it's like too exhausting, or you physically can't do it anymore. But I don't know, it's just such a bummer, because I feel like life growing up, it was like almost structured to like force you to grow out of things, or like, because like you go from elementary school to having all of these things at your disposal. Like, you have a playground, you have all these things, and you go to middle school and it's less of a playground. Then you go to high school, there's no playground. Elementary school, you have like all these cool like holiday things. Middle school, it's kind of not really there unless you have like a good teacher. And then high school, it's kind of like do at your own. Like, you can pay to give someone a Valentine's, but it's not like a class function. It's not like a class party unless you have like a teacher that like does it. I feel like I have done a decent amount of healing. I have so far to go, but like, I'm starting to remember a lot more things. Like, I'll just get random flashbacks from my childhood and just remember how much fun I was having, like at school, or like we went to this after school program and I loved it so much. Or just with like my best friend growing up. I miss like that amount of like joy. I don't know, I just want to experience that again. I think that I'm at a point where like I'm kind of like tackling the whole social anxiety thing, because I think that my fear of ending up alone is like getting crippling, like to the point where like I literally go to bed like 4 a.m. and I wake up at 7 a.m. just with the most anxiety and just every thought you could possibly imagine rushing into my head about like how, oh, you woke up alone, like, oh, do you have no one to hang out with, oh, like all these things. And I think that that is becoming a lot worse than my social anxiety, so it's kind of pushing me. So I guess maybe it's a good thing, but also it's not a good thing that every decision I've made as an adult has been because of a breaking point. So I guess I just want to get to a point where it's not because of a breaking point. And I've been rambling and I feel like I have been talking way too fast. I just am excited about trying to find things that make me happy, because I feel like I just have focused all of my happiness around people, which is probably the worst thing you can do if you're strictly and only doing that.